Welcome to my shop. Welcome here. This is my shop. This is my little charming shop. It is located on Argentinenstraße in the 4th district of Vienna. In one of my earlier episodes, the second episode, the second part, I was giving you a little bit of information about this area here. I love it. The street, Argentinenstraße, is neighboring Prinz Eugenstraße, which you'll find there Belvedere Palace. There you'll find the Kars Church, the Technical University, Theresianum School, Funkhaus, which is the radio house, is next to the building here. And up the street is the main train station. So everything is in the proximity, it's very central. The energy is amazing. Everyone here is so kind and welcoming, because actually I'm here since almost 2.5 years, and I felt really like home from the moment I came in with my designs, my shop. My name is written outside. So yes, it's a wonderful place to be and to work. I would like to show you now a little bit around what I'm actually working, my designs. I have a couple of categories, so I will be giving you more details, and I'm also having two guest designers that I would like to talk about. They are here in the windows, and two girlfriends that are creating jewelry. They are permanently here. I would like to mention that the furniture here, everything that you see in this room has already been here. I just restored it with a carpenter. Also in the windows, the wood in the windows, I restored it. But yes, it was here, it's original, it's very old. The house has been built in 1816. These wooden parts are not as old, but yeah, I'm trying to take good care of them, and they're nice presentation space for my work. Here I'm selling headpieces, hair adornments for special events, to wear them on special events. Vienna is well known for the ball season, so I'm selling a lot, let's say pretty a lot, before and during the ball seasons. A lot to me means like 8-9 pieces a season, because I'm creating everything on my own and I'm not buying the flower pieces. So everything is formed by me. There are lace pieces that I'm working with, or feathers, or different stones, and many other materials. Maybe you will not be interested to know. But I'm also selling, before the bridal season starts, I'm selling, I don't know, like 4 or 5 pieces a season, because most of the times I'm offering to create from the same material as the wedding dress, wedding gown. If you bought it from me or not, it doesn't matter, but I think it's very beautiful to have a hair adornment that is perfectly or beautifully matching to your dress and to other accessories, let's say your handbag and your shoes. This is a nice black one. I will do a close-up that you can see most of the pieces in detail. And here you will find a plate with pearl earrings. I will be doing a close-up. Pearl earrings, I have my own collection of silver earrings with pearls. I love pearls, and I created this collection I think 4 years ago. I'm always adding new pieces to it, and soon I will be having new earrings. I'm working together with a jewelry maker because I'm just doing the design, so everything is my idea. but is someone else's handwork, because yeah, I won't be able to do it. This is another profession. And I'm also having here some earrings from my friend Marina. She is creating different necklaces and bracelets and earrings. Here I am selling leather handbags. They are a new addition to my line because I find it very practical to have a beautiful leather handbag for the waist. Usually you'll find them from fabrics or textiles, and they look very sporty. But let's say when you will be a tourist, when you go out in a foreign city and you want to feel kind of safe in putting your passport here, mobile phone, I think it's really nice to have a minimalist, fine, beautiful waist bag. So I've created more. And I'm not a huge fan of bold colors, but I love to add drops of colors into my lines, into my pieces. So let's say you are dressed in a unicolor outfit. I think it's nice to add a splash of color, a small accessory, let's say. So I've created those bags. That's a blue one. And the nice thing about those leather bags is that they are lined with leather. They are very, very, very special. They are very special because everything is leather and hardware. These little bags, actually I only have one left. They are small clutch bags. I always say it's a bag for a bag, yeah, because it's tiny. It's a beautiful leather bag. Here I have a set of straps, of mask straps designed and made by a Korean artist, and I think they are very practical to have them now. I will be making a close-up. You can later, after the mask obligation will be gone, you can wear those straps to your sunglasses or normal glasses. So it's good to have them. Also, those prices, I think they are very fair, and I will be listing them on the screen. At the moment, I'm working on a set of jackets, of classical jackets lined with silk. Not all of them are, not each of them is lined with silk, but some of them are, and I think they are really, really pretty. They are classic, but you can also wear them in a very modern, contemporary outfit. I have many pieces that I would like to show you today, but I will be creating some episodes in the future where I will focus on specifics. For example, very soon will come an episode with the skirts that I've created. They are ready, but they are not at the shop now because I would like to film and photograph them before to document my work. I'm working a lot with wool, so we are in the winter season. Always, not 100%, but I would say over 90%, I'm working with natural fibers, natural materials, and yeah, now it's wool, silk. I think you should wear silk also in winter time. You can always layer it with wool. So a lot of wool here and lace for special occasions. Let's see when those special occasions will come. But yeah, I'm still creating pieces for events. For example, this dress is amazing. It is one of my favorite ones. It has been a lot of work, and this is wool. Maybe it doesn't look like it. It's draping beautifully. It's wool, and that's how the back looks. In the front is very classical, so it's very calm in front and crazy in the back. This wall, I named it, or the niche I named it my angel's niche. And one of my angels, besides my mother and my grandmother, is my cousin Kim. I felt so honored when my uncle gave to my mother and then my mother to me. a box of many family photographs from my grandparents, photographs and letters. And yeah, so my mother gave me all the originals, and I scanned some of them. I placed them here. So I have my grandmother here, my grandfather, their parents. I didn't know that my grandfather had a sister and a brother. The brother died very young. The stories are written on the back of the photos, the family stories, and I find it impressive. And every time I come here into the shop, I say hello to them. First thing, I say hello to them. I'm always adjusting the clock. I love to have it. I bought it in Vienna. It's a Junghaus clock, and I found it in a vintage store. It was broken, and I asked the owner, the salesperson, I asked how much would it cost, and he said, oh look, it's broken. No, look, if you want to have it, just take it. And I said, yeah, but I'm going to fix it, so how much do you want for it? And he said, okay, if you are going to fix it, you can come to pay 15 euro for it. So I fixed it in Romania because we have great clock makers, and I paid almost next to nothing. I went to the guy here in Vienna to offer him the 15 euro, and he said, just forget it. Keep the watch. So I love it. It's here besides my family. I always say hello to them. They give me energy, and I feel that presence and love. And now next, actually I would like to show you here something, because I mentioned my lace pieces from Malta, and I've started to add them here in the shop, and I think they fit so perfectly nice to the shop. Another point that I want to show you, I'm always, every week I'm getting gifts from nice ladies, and that's one of the latest gift that I received. It's an Earl Grey classic tea from Susan. Nice lady. She was in England, and simply she came in and she gave it to me. Thank you, Susan. And here, please follow me. This is the white room. I call it the white room. It has no window, so I decided to bring in light colored furniture. It's a cream, so it's not really white. This has a nice story. It's called Kasten. I found it in a newspaper online for sale for 350 euros, and I called the salesperson. I said I would like to see it, and he said, look, my father is dealing with it, and are you sure you want to see it? And I said yes, and he said, look, but it's really far. It's in a container, it's stored in a container. So if you are convinced that you want to see it, then I can make an appointment with my father, which he did. It's true, it was really far, it looked creepy, there were many containers, like in the movies. He opens, and then I saw kind of an apartment inside his container with beautiful, stunning chandeliers. And this piece, actually, there are two pieces. And I said, I would like to take it, this is the money. And the guy was surprised. He said, you don't want to negotiate? And I said, no, I mean, I don't know how to negotiate, and I wouldn't anyway. And he said, oh my God, because so many people call me, and already on the phone they wanted to drop the price, to pay next to nothing, and I so much appreciate, but tell me, what for are you getting it? And I said, for my future shop. I have the location, and I think it will fit nicely there. And he asked me where the shop is, and I said on Argentinienstraße. And then he kind of became pale and said, everything you see here belonged to my mother. My mother passed away, and she lived on Argentinienstraße. And then he started to cry. He said, it's amazing that this comes back to her. And then it also, I'm getting emotional. I wish I would have been able to afford to buy those chandeliers, because I think they would have matched here beautifully. The ceilings are high, but they were a bit over my budget, a bit more over my budget. So I only changed the inside here, this little silk curtain. It was a green one. It was gorgeous. I tried to find a green one. I didn't. So at the moment it's gray. I like this corner because it has photographs with my necessaire. I will show them. Here you see samples of my silk that I'm creating from those necessaires, and here I have some vases from my mother because she knows how much I love vases, and she's not very supportive when it comes to my profession. That's a long story. She would have liked me to be a teacher like she is or was. But yeah, she knows that I love beautiful objects, and she said, look, those are for your shop. And here, this corner piece was gifted to me by a colleague of mine. I couldn't believe that she gave it to me. She said, just have it. So it's crazy how well it matches to this wardrobe. I would like to show you this skirt. This is one of my favorites now, because this is a wool. It's a very fine wool. It's the finest wool that I've ever seen, and I lined it with silk, so it looks really, and it falls nicely on the hips. I will be creating a jacket as well as a set, and now I would like to show you what's behind this door. So that's, let's say, the secret place of I'm hanging, or I'm storing my wedding dresses, ready to wear wedding dresses. Those are all, of course, my signature dresses, my designs. I always say it's important to try everything on. It's not about the bridal only, but everything in general. To try them on to see how it feels on your skin, how it falls, how it fits. So I'm placing them here. I'm usually wearing white gloves when I'm handling them, but I'm also washing my hands very often. So I'm storing them here because it's important to keep them dust free, away from sticky hands, because it's amazing and fascinating how women, even little girls, love to see wedding dresses and lace. I work a lot with lace. I also work with silk. That's a beautiful rosé silk. But yeah, the first reaction is always to touch them, which is good. I mean, it's good to touch, but it's important to have clean hands. I will be inserting a photo because I had a photo shoot with it. I'm having appointments. Usually when somebody wants to try on one or more wedding dresses, I'm having appointments, and then we would sit down and discuss, because usually they would say, my brides would say, I love this cut, but I would like to have it in a different color or different material. So then we will take our time and talk about what you would love to have. So this is my wedding corner, and here opposite I am displaying dresses that are mostly made out of linen. I love linen. It's many women love linen, or many hate it. So I love it because it's made out of natural fibers. You breathe, so it's important, of course, not to be too thick. This piece, the fabric, is linen with wool. It's a really nice combination of fabric. So yeah, I work a lot with linen. I know it's winter time, but sometimes when tourists are coming, not many now, but when tourists are coming, they live in warm countries and they would like to see something more summery. I'm also doing linen bags. Those are shopper bags with, let's say, stripes. And here are my necessaire bags. Necessaire. I'm thinking of Philip, my neighbor, my French neighbor. This is linen with silk, and that's a big sized one. It's made for bottles, so you can carry on, store cosmetic bottles or anything else. These are like drawstring bags, and yeah, I will do a close-up, or I will be inserting some photos that you get an idea. And this is the mini kitchen. This mini kitchen has been produced in the 60s. I bought it secondhand, but it looked and it is like new. It's called Tischlerarbeit, so made by a carpenter for his nephew, and the nephew sold it to me. He never used it, and I thought it's a nice combination between the classical pieces from here to the more modern one here. So this is the mini kitchen, and actually I took the idea, I got inspired by one of the Goop stores. I will be inserting a photo because I thought that it's really amazing, it's really cool to have a corner where you can wash glasses, an integrated corner, integrated kitchen in the shop. You can wash glasses, you can make your coffee, you can prepare a little delicious snack, non-smelly snack, so little cakes. So yeah, that's the mini kitchen, and here is the changing space. It's small, but let's say it's spaceful. And in the summer, when it gets warm, because there are no windows here, I would open this door that leads us into the, it's called Innenhof, so into the inner courtyard. Here there is a classical Viennese sink. You know how much I love Viennese water, and it's always cold, fresh. So I would sometimes get water from here. And there behind or in front of me, behind the camera, is the restroom. I love to have it really nicely decorated. I will not be showing it now because it's private, but it's nicely decorated. Yeah, it's a nice space to be. Here in this window, I'm presenting and selling pieces designed in Paris by a lovely young girl. She was born in Nepal, and her mother was creating designs made out of cashmere. So she decided to set up a business in Paris where she lives last year, so everything is new. And we met at Blickfang. You might have seen her, or definitely if you watched the episode in the Blickfang exhibition fair in Vienna. And I liked so much her designs that I asked her if she would like to cooperate with me in Vienna here. So you will see designs made out of merino and cashmere and silk. Those are hand warmers, caps. Here I have a wall vest, but soon my skirts will hang here, so I will be positioning 4 or 5 skirts, wall skirts, so I think they fit well with the window. And here in the second window I am presenting silk scarves from Jelena Fiala. She's a hugely talented illustrator, and she's creating silk scarves and twillies. I'm also selling there, or presenting and selling, my scrunchies. They're very popular, very popular, and I think it's a nice match to Jelena's scarves. She's also selling, I offered her last year because it's a long story. I want to make it short. I want to support as much or as little, I don't know, but to support talented artists that are not having a shop or a showroom. And I offered her last year a corner of my window, and she was so surprised because not many shops are doing it. And actually with this occasion, I would love to invite shop owners to do that for those that cannot afford having a shop. It doesn't cost them to offer them a tiny part of their showcase or of their shop to encourage them. I sold her cards last year. There were not many cards sold, but I sold some, and it boosted her energy and confidence. So I'm repeating this this offer, let's say, this year to sell her cards, commission free, and yeah, I'm proud that I can do this. I'm offering to any other artist the same sports place next year or in the coming months. So if I will be staying here, then I'm happy to support. And the same idea goes with Mila Edelman. She is a painter, a talented painter. She's painting portraits, and this wall was empty, and I offered the wall to her to exhibit her paintings. I have nothing to lose, just the joy of having beautiful art here and offering her the possibility to show her work and to sell it. The prices are listed there. So the middle painting is 1,800 euros. The right one is 1,100 and the left one is 800 euros. So whoever is interested, they are here for sale. So my dears, thank you so much for visiting my shop. I will be showing you more from it in the next episodes, but I think we are running a little bit late, so it's time to go to visit the next shop. I'm very excited about it because I'm also cooperating with them. I will explain you what it is. Actually, I gave you some information before, but I will tell you more. So now I'll get my coat and we'll meet to the next